big story, of course, that we're still waiting for, right? Where is Tony Romo going? Right now, he is still a member of the Dallas Cowboys. We thought he was going to get released. We thought he was going to get traded. So far, nothing has happened, except for the fact that Tony Romo is saying his goodbyes. In case you missed it, this is what he posted on Instagram.
Hey, everyone. I just wanted to come and tell you it's been a crazy 48 hours here, and me and my family felt the outpouring of support and love from all of you. It's been overwhelming, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So I want to say thank you, and we have a lot to think about here going forward, but we'll see what happens.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I loved how his wife walking in the background said, was that sad music?
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
So Tony Romo still is a member of the Dallas Cowboys. And so we have to play fill in the blank here. And I will tell you that I actually thought about just saying he's going to stay with the Cowboys because it almost seems like Jerry just can't quit him because he has had multiple opportunities now to do something, try to move him. And it's like he can't do it, right? So there's a part of me that wanted to say the Cowboys. But I do really believe, given the situation and what the Houston Texans did to clear the salary cap space and now have basically the position right there to hand to Tony Romo, it's got to be Houston. And I got to think that he wants to go there because while there are some other teams that would certainly have interest in him, this is a team that is ready to be not only a playoff contender, but a championship contender, getting a chance to work with Bill O'Brien in that offense. He has the #1 defense on the other side of the ball to help him. And he has one of the best wide receivers in the game. DeAndre Hopkins racks up serious numbers, and who's been throwing to him all these years, right? If Tony Romo can stay upright, and I know that's a big if he can do this, watch out for the Texans.
I agree with you on the Texans pick. I'm just going to throw another team out there in the Broncos just because they're the other name that has been reported for a place for Tony Romo to go. But the question for both these teams has to be, and this has to be why they haven't made a decision on him yet, can Tony Romo actually produce? And it's a huge question because this guy, you're wondering if, who had a broken back this season, has broken his collarbone twice, 3 times actually with another small fracture. He is an absolute walking medical record. So if you have a situation where he's not able to stay upright, you're kind of questioning yourself and wondering, especially if you're the Broncos, are we going to be able to fit him in and he's going to lead our team to a Super Bowl? Or are we going to be able to say he broke his leg on the first series and we don't have a quarterback anymore? So it's a huge, huge gap in terms of the 2 options that could happen with him. I'm going to say he's going to end up playing for the Broncos just because they have the defense there that is a proven winner, and it would be all they really need to do is insert a quarterback. But, man, you got a lot of question marks there.
But I mentioned this, and I think you will agree that it's different than Peyton Manning. Because Peyton Manning, we knew, going to Denver, knew how to win a Super Bowl. We don't know that about Tony Romo.
Agreed.
He's not done it.
Agreed.
And we don't know if he can stay healthy.
Agreed.
So those 2 factors, and that doesn't change whether it's Denver or Houston.
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of questions out there. And again, I would not be surprised if week 1, he's still wearing a Dallas Cowboys uniform.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm hoping that this is an agent thing and the agents have been kind of behind the scenes putting it out there that a trade is going to happen instead of Jerry Jones saying, no, I'm holding back and there's a chance I'm keeping him, because that's just jerking Tony Romo around. And you specifically said you weren't going to do that. You were going to have him go to a contender. You were going to take care of him. You were going to have him not back up the rookie. But instead, if that's the situation, he's doing the exact opposite of what he said he was going to do in taking care of Tony Romo. I mean, listen, it's a business, and we've seen it before, but, man, that would just be a really sad situation for Tony Romo.